history. Cause I've been just been watching dumb shit on YouTube. And yesterday I saw a video I had to tell y'all motherfuckers about. It gets a little dark, but it's about a slave that mailed himself to freedom in a box. Y'all ever heard about this shit? This nigga name was motherfucking Henry Box Brown. It was in motherfucking Virginia back in the motherfucking day. This nigga was a slave and shit. You know what I'm saying? His girl was a slave. You know what I'm saying? They had mad kids and shit. He ended up, what's some other shit too about this story that was like, man, I feel like he was doing a lot of shit to be a slave. Like he was hanging out, going a lot of places. I guess it was like at the end of it, or maybe when shit was like being a little more lenient or something. But anyway, he had a lot of, he met, that was the crazy part. He met another wife on a different plantation. And he ended up scheduling the motherfucking two slave owners. They ended up made a deal together to let them get married and shit. You know, that almost how I used to swap out on the rock to go get my hair braided. That's how I looked at it. But anyway, they had a whole bunch of kids and shit. And he ended up paying the slave owner that owned his wife and the kids and shit. He ended up giving them some bread to not sell his wife to nobody else so they can be close together. You know what I'm saying? So then this motherfucker ended up being what a motherfucking devious ass motherfucking slave owner would do. He sold his wife and kids anyway. Sold the motherfuckers away. He ain't never see the motherfuckers again and shit. So with that, he was just pissed off. So this nigga just came up with a plan. He was about to mail himself to freedom. This nigga done figured out he done hooked up with an abolitionist, all type of shit. They done figured out the plan. This nigga threw himself in a box and mailed himself to freedom. Now, the funny part about the story to me is that what about this nigga Frederick Douglass started hating on the nigga after the fact? Because once he got free of the box, when he was free of the door or whatever the fuck, he telling everybody how he did it. Like, nigga, I just threw myself in the box. I done put the slave in the box. Kind of put the bricks in the box. This nigga, he jumped in the box. But Frederick Douglass was mad at the nigga because he like, man, if you wasn't running around telling everybody how you got free, more niggas could have hopped in the box. But the nigga wanted to get his props. The nigga name was Henry Box, so then they gave the nigga the nickname Box. So yeah, that's about Henry Brown. But no, part two, there's even some more to the story. The nigga, that's how deep. I'm still in the story and shit. But he ended up started doing some shit with like movies and shit, like doing like some entertainment shit. I think he started like I was like way before movies, but he got into the entertainment industry after that. Him and his friend like had some like shows. They used to do shows or some shit. But yeah, man, that nigga Frederick Douglass was a hater. That nigga ain't want my man to get his props. That nigga like, nigga, I was in the box. What the fuck you mean I ain't about to tell no niggas? You think I'm about to keep that shit to myself? You know how hard it was in that box? I ain't had nothing but some crackers. They said nigga had 3 crackers and a little sip of water. But yeah, man, shouts out to Henry Box Brown, man. Yeah. See, he published 2 versions of his own autobiography. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. But yeah, they tried to hate on my nigga, man. Shouts out to Henry Box Brown, man. You ever heard that story, any?
Nah, that's something I would have done though.
Danny Brown and got in the box.
Days, yeah, I would have gotten that box for sure. There's always a way out, man.
Yeah, it's always a way out. I nigga would have killed me. That would have happened. I'd have been talking too much shit. Already know me. We done figured out a way to make some moonshine. We'd have been in that bitch slinging some slave songs. He'd have came back there, be quiet. Nigga, fuck you. Nigga would have just been whipping me every day, man. I already know me, man. Nigga would they'd been like, man, this nigga Danny always getting us. Other slaves would have killed me. Cause I'd have been getting motherfuckers in trouble all the time. I already know how I'd have been, man. I just can't, man. I don't know, man. I just can't really, they say this at the, the University of Texas at Austin. What is that? They got a Henry Brown exhibit? No, right above that. Why does it say? No, all right, yeah. I want to see the size of the box, though. See, Annie, you talking about you were getting the box, but we ain't see the size of the box, though. Look at him. There you go right there. He cram jam. My nigga up in that bitch. Look at it. That's fire, though. That's actually a fire-ass picture, though. That should be like my album cover. For my next nigga got to get out the box, man. You feel what I'm saying?